It's week 1 of the NFL, and there's no love lost between these AFC North foes. It's the reigning AFC champs and the Steelers, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Thanks for having us in to kick off a new year. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, you lived this as a player. It's so exciting for us as fans, but now after that long off-season and getting your body ready and your team ready and your game ready, finally show everybody what it's all about. Week 1 of the season has arrived.
Yeah, at this stage in the process, Mike, you're exactly right. All you want is for this ball to be kicked off. You're tired of practicing. You're tired of the off-season workouts. You're tired of the preparation for what feels like an entire year to play one game. And now you lace them up, you strap the helmets on, and it kicks off what should be another exciting NFL football season.
From the 6, here comes a return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021. National champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
There's just something special about week 1, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches, rookies taking the field for the very first time in a meaningful game. The preseason is one thing, but it's an entirely different level.
Let's go, guys.
Once opening weekend rolls around. I don't know about you, but I am excited to see what's in store for us, that these games finally now matter.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. The man in motion here is Chark. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A run here with Homer. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Let's go, Homer.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Burrow. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On the ground, it's Homer. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. That's probably a touchdown.
That was not run. That play did not run correctly.
And the Bengals will take a 3-0
Welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome to the channel. If you're not a member, please subscribe. Trying to get to 60. Really trying to build the channel up. Thank you very much.
I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're led by their quarterback out of Ohio State, first-round pick Justin Fields.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Now he'll run.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
They put Pickens in motion. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he'll get to the 40 on a short game. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw is Fields. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Bengals offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Bomb.
Now he'll air one out. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Should have pass interference.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They get 18 on that one. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity.
We ain't got no superstars. Had to get rid of all of them.
Scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll run it with Homer. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Stop made by Samson Ebukam. Here's a 2nd and 9. The tight end going in motion to the left. They'll stick with him again. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Burrow. Short throw.
Take my 4th and 4. God damn it.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the
Threw that ball too late.
First down line to gain to try to extend this drive? The reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the Bengals, and he's going to have the Chargers.
They get the 4th and 4.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Burrow to throw. That one caught by Donovan Peoples-Jones. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 6. Burrow now. Pass brought in And the Bengals are going to have a first off this drive with 6 points.
No, come on, Mims.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Not what you want to see. Quarter 1 of week 1.
Starting this already.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
Dislocated wrist.
Ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And
Good job, guys.
He's in. Travis Fuller, touchdown Cincinnati.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals are out to a 10-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Austin now to return this. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Fields. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. He'll go down as an incompletion. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. They run it over center with Harris. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. So, first quarter in the
Get something to drink.
on NFL kickoff weekend. It's the Bengals on top. And we're back to the Steel City after this. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Fields to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. A run with Harris. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Devin White, that time on the stop. 3rd and long. Fields. That's brought in right side by Pickett.
All right, guys, good job.
Stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bengals offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And we'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. He's got his target. That's Pitts. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Burrow. That's to the right side.
Who's inbound?
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out.
Hey, what the heck? Challenge it anyway.
Taylor not liking that last call all that much, and out comes the challenge flag. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Now, Burrow. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. caught left side by Pitts. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Burrow. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now, Burrow. He's got his tight end. That's
Good job.
And he will score.
A good play right there.
Touchdown, Bengals. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive, as they'll begin here with 1st down. Fields operating out of the pistol. That's caught. It's Roman Wilson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. On 1st down, it's Harris. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. Off he goes. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. There's a short one caught by Miami. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Now Wilson. This is caught down that right sideline. 2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
Let's go, guys.
Now, following that sack,
No.
we have a player who is
Howard. And these guys are going out left and right.
This is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Now a screen set up for Harris.
It came up a little bit short there on 3rd down, but I think the reality is, Mike, they've been in 4-down territory for a while now. You find yourself down multiple scores, you cannot afford to waste any of these possessions.
Oswell's kick is good. And the Steelers are finally on the board. It's 17-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself
Dislocate his shoulder. God damn it, guys.
Short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Tight end motioning left. They'll begin here on the ground. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
On the toss, they'll run. They will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick them up and throw them down for a loss.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Tried to get it to Kyle Pitts. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. The Bengals ready to put this one away. Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before
How did he hold on to that?
The Steelers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that. They put Pickens in motion. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Off the play action, here's Fields. He'll take a shot, looking for Winston. That one broken up. It's incomplete.
Yeah, you got to pick that off. Come on.
Down the field.
The lollipop.
Set up 3rd down. the shotgun. It's Fields.
Picked off. Oh, I thought I was gone.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down. Like living in these third and long situations, must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense are going to get set to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. In trouble, and down he goes.
Let's give credit where credit's due. Defensively, finding yourself down by this much at this stage of the game, they could just pack it in. They could say, all right, this one's over. We're moving on to next week. They're continuing to play hard. They're continuing to get after the quarterback, and nice start to this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Pitts is the man in motion. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. Joey Porter Jr. got a hand in there and made the play. What can they do here? This is third and forever. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Here's Matt Araiza now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. Oh, no.
Yeah, Hobson.
Hello?
Yes.
Hey, Piper here. How are you doing today?
And he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession.
Somebody else hurt again. Oh, man. Come on, guys. There ain't nobody left.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's second and 10. Throw is Fields. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything
Still get a field goal back, guys.
that much easier.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Bengals offense ready to get back to work. They'll start out first down and 10. Throwing is Burrow.
Y'all not blocking, guys. All my damn linemen who.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but it's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
He'll turn and hand this one off. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Marquise Bell up to make the stop. Third and long. Burrow now. He's got his man, Peoples-Jones. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down. On comes with the punter now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Steelers offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now Fields. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Come on, guys, pick him off.
And it'll bring up second down. To throw is Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time.
Big hit, guys, big hit.
Jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On third down, here's Harris.
All right, guys, they're going to take it to the half.
Here's the punter now. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
Fucking spin shit.
So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville. And it's a Jaguars who are out in front. Brian Thomas, a touchdown reception. From there, we head a little further north up to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Jared Goff with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. J.J. McCarthy with a couple of touchdown passes there. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I would call this one over just...
Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. If you're not a fan, please subscribe. Help my network out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Watching Bengal football. Went to the Super Bowl, but then I win the championship. Lost to the 49ers.
We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Austin now to return this. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. . 1 start this on the ground, and it's Harris. He'll move this one ahead to their 31-yard line. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play.
Got 3 people out already. Oh, boy. Right tackle, left tackle, defensive tackle. All the big boys. Boy.
2nd and 7. They'll give it to Harris again. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
You almost wonder, Mike, was
hey, if you're not a fan, please subscribe.
Start. Fields from the gun on
picked off. Come on, guys. Catch it. They knock it down. We got to turn around and pick it off, though.
When you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Burrow to throw. He'll air one out for Higgins. And that is incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple
big cutback, Homer.
Elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Good-looking screenplay there, a gain of 11 and a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the 3rd, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Burrow. This one finds Peoples-Jones. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle.
Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football.
Come on, guys.
Picked up by one of his teammates.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Homer.
Now, Burrow. Short throw taken by Pitts. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Pass brought in by Chark. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and So far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Play action now. It's Burrow. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game. The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there.
Yeah. Okay.
Down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. To the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped. No gain.
I'm taking my 4th and 4. Need my 2nd one.
That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the board.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff it on 4th down.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain.
That was stupid.
On downs.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
No, no.
Now, Fields. Now he'll run. And so much for being backed up, he takes this beyond the 25-yard line.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
A run. Here's Harris. Now a loose football.
Big hit, guys. Good job.
And as you can see with that fumble,
That's a drill hit stick right there.
to the fundamentals of how we're taught to carry the ball, and they talk about the points
Fire out.
pressure. And the biggest thing, really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down,
Fire out.
and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
They'll run it with Homer. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Burrow. Open man's got it. That's Chark.
Get my quarterback.
Down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield.
Hit my quarterback.
Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
Automatic first down.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Homer. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. Takes it all the way down inside the 2. Sets up 1st and goal.
2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. Now, Burrow. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
A run now.
Good job. Way to push him in.
He slams it in there, and he is in. Travis Homer. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
The TD on is McPherson to kick this one away.
Good job, guys.
This kick is fielded in the end zone But no move to bring it out. It's
Still a lot of football left, guys. Come on.
We'll come out to the 30-yard line.
I can see you play defense.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the give, it's Harris. And he'll get about 5.
They're still running the ball. We hit him last time. We're going to have the game. Wow. That's a big hit.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Harris. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Fields. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on 3rd down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard. They timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the 1st down.
Come on, guys.
And Fields, who's tough to bring down in the open field, gives the D a break as he slides down. But he got the 1st down. A 1st down there on a pickup of 17. 1st down, Fields. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit.
They ain't going nowhere this time.
They sack him on what will
Got
be
people
the
on both sides.
of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Bring them linebackers, baby.
Fields now on 2nd down. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Fields to throw.
Picked off.
Trying to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted.
Stay in your lane, guys.
That's the linebacker, Logan Wilson.
There you go, Wilson.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. And they have done all you can ask for. Closing in on a road victory to start the campaign as they try to finish things off here in quarter number 4. The drive will start on the ground. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game,
Almost career, boy.
There's even more yards to be had.
Started against the Browns.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this time they are ready for it.
They blitz.
And it's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow, who outs another catch for his favorite target. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Seemed like the receiver might ran for like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Good blitz that time.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration.
It wasn't a blitz.
Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They'll stick with him again. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down. The man in motion here is Chark. Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Now he'll run it. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, when you decide to pick up those yards with your feet, you got to pay a price. And in this case, he takes a big shot, but not before he's able to pick up that first down.
Fields from the pistol. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Back to throw is Fields. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Really nice job here by the defender. I mean, how often, Mike, do we see on these long downfield passes the defender kind of lose the ball in the air and get himself out of position? Well, that wasn't the case here. Really well done. And I'm this quarterback. After these back-to-back incompletions, I got to find myself a little rhythm and take some easier throws.
And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. And they have turned it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. They'll try the right side this time. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Here's second and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4. but usually that's a holding penalty.
Still second.
Following the penalty, he'll run it. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized there was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
The man in motion here is Chark. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
This is a really popular concept on third down. It's good versus man, it's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. To give credit to the defense, they were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the first down.
And a fair catch is taken and is just inside the 20-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Fields. That is caught downfield by Pickens. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down. To throw is Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Fields. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
They convert with a gain of 15. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Fields. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Fields now. He keeps it himself. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A 1st down throw for Fields. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Fields. That's brought in right side by Pickens. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. And that is caught in the end zone.
That's some bullshit.
George Pickens.
We hit the guy.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
And they're running back, set to go once more. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. A couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. To the ground, a first down run. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Handoff here, up the middle. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Bengals out and ready to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and come out to the 20-yard line. The Steelers offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. This is 1st and 10. Now, Fields gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Into the hands of Pickens. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. That's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, they have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target. It's 2nd down. Throwing again. Fields on 2nd and 10. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Here's Fields. He's going to air this one out for Jones. That is not the way downfield. Incomplete. He makes sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Fields now to throw on 1st down. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's first down. Fields. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down. Fields to throw. A pass taken in by Harris. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1.
Good job, guys.
And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Oates. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Four weeks. Oh, boy. Alright, see if we can pull a trading block, guys. I'm not happy with this. Joe, we gotta stay. Wow, pitch, we're gonna give you a contract. Oh. You gotta stay. We gotta get your contract out the way. You got 5 years on his contract and no what you call him? No reconstruct that contract? Oh. Okay, 3 years, reconstruct your contract. Right in. At 86, yeah, you stand. Reconstruct your contract. Give us some more money. No reconstruct your contract. Yep. 85, you stand. We'll reconstruct your contract. Okay, we have to pay him. So he's got to get his money. That's 2. He's 31 years old, you're 79. I may need you, but we can put you on a trading block, see what we get. You 31. So add you to the trading block. You 30. Add you to the trading block. See what we get for you guys. Oh, I gotta pay y'all anyway. And y'all old. Okay, you. I like you. I gotta keep you. I'm gonna have to pay you. More reconstructing contracts. Get home on $1. That guy, that badass. I should put him, see what I get for him on the trading block, but he got 4 more years left. Just in case Joe Burrow don't work out. Clark, 28. Yeah, I like you. I'll keep you. $24 years old. Yeah, we'll keep you. We'll reconstruct your contract. That was the center. So who is that right there? 33. Add you to the trading block. Left off with you. Nelson, 28. Maybe have to pay you. 21. 25. I'm going to pay you, I guess. 31. See what you bring to the trading block. The old fuckers may bring me something. Never know. People need people. 31. Okay, 25 Klein. I'll keep you. Brown. Punter. I can always get rid of punter. I don't know about you. You only got 71 at 29. So yeah, let's add you to the trading block. Off the center, 27. Oh, yeah, well, center 27. What's the other center? 29. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, I just got this guy off the free agency, and he's a. We gotta give him in the game, guys. He's hitting talent. We don't know what he's gonna be. Okay. Don't jump and play. Okay. I think I'm all caught up, guys. Just gotta wait for the commissioner.